Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host, Sam, and the Arsenal just lost it home to Westham. Something that no one predicted. Let us all be honest, nobody predicted this. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm going to introduce myself to people who don't know, just meeting me for the first time. I'm a Liverpool fan, and I'm just going to try to explain the game as it is. Now we'll talk about the title race at the end of the video. So like the video, subscribe to the connect. Let me know where you're watching us from. It's always exciting to know where we are watching us from. So West Ham scored with an amazing goal, by the way, by Aaron Wambas. An amazing assist from Wan-Bissaka, scored by Bowen. And we've always been saying this. We talked about it last week, that Arsenal, especially their win against Leicester City, that what were they doing in Dubai? So I'm going to try to make sense of the Dubai training this season, is in comparing it to last season. Because last season, Dubai trip got Arsenal ready for the season, for the league. Yet this season, it seems like the trip is having an opposite effect to what they were expecting. Nobody saw them losing against West Ham. Nobody saw it. In fact, before this game started, Liverpool were losing this game. In fact, according to the social media, which even though at that moment it felt true, according to social media, Arsenal would have the league in their hands after Liverpool play Manchester City. And it's a fair fact, because everything seemed like they were against Liverpool. Everything drawing against Aston Villa, that dying win that we had against Wolves, Everton lose, draw, everything felt like it was against Liverpool. Then Arsenal came to play. They won against Leicester City deservedly, and it was amazing. Then now it comes to today's game. Let's talk about today's game. Because remember, after the Dubai trip last season, Arsenal were unstoppable. They won almost, in fact, the only game that they lost was against, in fact, it was a draw against Aston Villa. They won the rest of their games. Now compare that to this season. This season, they went in and they lost the players at the Dubai. Kai Havertz, the guy that we said never gets injured, came out and he was injured. He was out for the whole season. And Saka, the one was very close to coming back, that also caused him to go out for some seasons again. All of these things piling up. And now they're dealing with the Liverpool that is out of form, that is afraid. In fact, the nerves have been screaming at Liverpool for some time now. Everything is against Liverpool. How do you take advantage of that? How do you take advantage of that? Now look at where we stand now. Okay. You have to remember, Liverpool have not yet won against Man City, because all this charity craziness won't matter at the end of the season if Liverpool don't win the game against Man City. Because as things stand right now, they have added a point advantage to the Arsenal, to the point that they got against Aston Villa has become the advantage that Liverpool added to this one. And like I've always been saying this, game in hand does not actually mean a victory. We saw that clearly against Liverpool versus Everton. That game in hand meant it was a point. That game in hand of Arsenal to Liverpool today meant that they were losing and they were leaving with no points at home against West Ham. That's how the football have to be looked at like. But now let's talk about the game, because 3 minutes now into the video, I haven't talked about the game. Let's talk about the game. What did Arsenal really do? They attacked, they crossed, they tried to do something. If they were nearly tried to do so much, trying to cross, trying to do what, but all of their doing, everything that they were trying, all were leading into nothing at the end of the day. And you can't win a game without actually scoring your chances, without actually taking advantages of the opportunities you created. They allowed a goal. By the way, I don't remember Saka at United. We were told this guy cannot cross a goal. He crossed an amazing goal, a goal for West Ham. Then they just sit down. When one of their defender makes some mistakes, David Moy, the manager, Graham Potter was very fast to take him out and put on a player so that he maintain a team which has a stagnant CV and keep putting pressure on this Arsenal. They defended, they hit them on the counter. Then Martin Lewis Kelly. We talked about, it's not actually Martin, Mouse Lewis Kelly. It's Mouse. We talked about him against the red card. He got the first red card against Wolves. We said it was unfair, which was really proven because the red card was rescinded. Today, what is he doing? He loses control of the ball. He takes out Kudus. The problem with me is not what actually, okay, the mistake happened. We get it. But my problem is not about what happened. My problem is where is Raya standing? Why is Raya in the middle of the pitch when you know that there is somebody who's putting pressure on the player? Because Kelly got the red card not because of his foul. It's because there was nobody at the goal. If Kudus had hit that goal, he was going straight in the back of the net. Red card. I want to hear on social media if they're going to say that's not a red card, because I think that is the clearest red card you can ever get in the English Premier League, and that is fair. Today, I have to say referees were on par. If there is anyone who's coming out and complaining against referees, unless you're tied, by the way, if there's anyone who's coming up complaining about the referees in this game, then I don't know what you are asking from the ref. The guy literally gave you a yellow card in a red card offense. It had to be changed by the VAR. Good VAR work. We saw that against United, even though it's going to be said robbery, but it was fair because the way he fell and what was happening, the pivot of the pulling of the shirt and the way he fell, it was literally not going in hinge. It was not making sense. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But in today's game, Arsenal bottled the league themselves. They had it all in their hand. This gives me a repetition of the Chelsea situation. In December, Chelsea were very close to take advantage and go up top. And hence, the same thing with Arsenal. They have just bottled an opportunity to actually have control over this title race and where it was going. I'm not saying that the race is over. There's still so many games. But now you know what this means. Liverpool have to lose 3 games in a row and Arsenal win all their games for them to win the title. And when you really look at it in that point of view, then it seems like it's impossible, because I think West Ham just ended Arsenal's 15 games unbeaten run in the Premier League. And on the other side, Liverpool are now 27 or 28 games unbeaten, or 27 games unbeaten. So you see the measures and how the things are looking like. It's really looking scary at the moment, people. So let's talk about the title race. Already, I've already started talking about it. Let's continue on the title race. Where do we see Arsenal finishing? Can they still take advantage of what is happening with Liverpool? Can they still do it? Because the problem with Arsenal is not taking advantage. The problem is that they don't have a deciding factor, the guy who takes advantages of all the chances that are created and show and score goals. They were known as one of the best free kick takers in terms of set piece team. It seems like that has died down. Teams have now gotten their number on that. So they are no longer surviving from the set pieces. Now scoring in the game, that is looking so unlikely. They were all hoping on Waneri the whole game. Hence why every single time Waneri was getting a ball, he was being marked by 2 West Ham players. And one thing that I have to give credit to West Ham, every single time one player was being beat in terms of by the Arsenal player, there was always another player in covering. And I had not seen that in a while. That was serious. They meant business today. They were not playing around. And that tells you they knew that they can hurt this one. And guess what? This is Graham Potter. Look at his CV. This guy loves a match against Arsenal. He always finds himself winning against Arsenal. Go check the records. Go check the CVs. Always knows how to beat Arsenal. Now look at this. The situation as it stands in the title race. Arsenal are now behind by 8 points, leveled on games with Liverpool. Liverpool playing tomorrow against City. What could happen is this. If Liverpool win against City, it is 11 points clear. If they draw, it is 9 points clear. Again, back into that position. But Liverpool, they've played the game in hand. Something that Liverpool don't want to happen. So it's going to be interesting to see how the situation plays out and how things are going to be really set up like. But on the other side, and I think this is really important that people are not really looking at in this title race, and is Arsenal still needs to come to Anfield. They still have to come to Anfield, beat Liverpool. That is the only thing that will make sense. They have to beat Liverpool at Anfield. And when was the last time they won at Anfield? I'm not saying that they cannot break that history, but it was 12 years ago. What a terrorist we are having. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I want to hear your thoughts. What did you think of the performance? Who impressed you? Who disappointed you? Let me know all of it in the comment section. And we wait to see what happens between Aston Villa and who's Aston Villa playing against, by the way? They're playing against Chelsea. I'm out. Like the video, subscribe. See you on another one. Peace.